Hi everybody, it's Ann with Modern, and I'm here with at Steph Style, Stephanie Hodges.
Hi.
And she's going to do a demo for us of the brand new Hot Tools Curl Bar set, which has some really cool features, but more than that, it's just going to make your curls, I think, incredible.
Yeah, take it to the next level. Really take it to the next level. Before we get started on the curls, I wanted to show you guys the way that the box comes. Can you see it, Katie? I'm just so proud of them. They created such an incredible tool set. This packaging is amazing. When you open up your kit, you're going to see that you get the bar and you get the 4 bars that come with it. There's 4 sizes, 2 inches, 1 1/4, 1 inch, and 3/4. So you really have every size curl that you're gonna need.
This is great.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. It comes with a mat, it comes with a glove, and it has a cool tip on the end. So it's just a really easy way to, like I said, take your curls to the next level.
You want to show the tool up close?
Yeah, so this is the tool up close. This is the 2-inch barrel right now. And what I'm doing on Lindsay, this is Lindsay. We started on her today, and what we're doing is we're switching between the 2-inch and then the 1 1/4 inch, just to kind of give a variation of a beachy wave style.
Nice.
Yes.
And remember everybody, if you have any questions for Steph, she is ready to talk. She's going to talk and work at the same time.
Yeah, so ask me some questions.
And you've already done half the head.
Yeah, we got started a little early. That way you guys didn't have to watch us painstakingly curl the entire head. And if we have time later, maybe somebody wants me to do a braid, you can let me know what you want me to do. So the kind of waves that I'm doing is I'm going to do that wristwatch, wrist kind of twisting motion. So I'm going to take the hair, and then I'm starting looking at my wrist, and then I'm going to turn it, and now I'm looking at my watch, my wrist, my watch. And what that's doing is that's just going to give the curl some peaks and valleys. I'm going to set my timer on my curl bar. We have it set at 15 seconds. And when the 15 seconds comes up, the toolbar is going to vibrate to let me know that it's ready.
Oh, what a great feature.
Yes, it's really great. We have this setting at, I think we have it, there, did you hear that? We have it set at 440 degrees on Lindsay today. She has hair extensions, and so her hair is a little bit thicker, and so I wanted the heat to be a little bit hotter for her.
Martha would like to know if it's digital.
Digital, as in a digital display, yes. So you can see here, it's at 440 degrees. And you'll see in a second, if you want, if I can zoom in here for you, I'm gonna press this. Can you see? Right? 6 seconds. This is really nice because that way I don't have to be touching the hair and feeling it. I just know that
Time's up.
time's up. It's going to vibrate, and in this small room you can actually hear it. But when we're in the salon, you know, we have 50 stylists that work in 3 different rooms. In my room, I think there are 26 chairs. It gets pretty loud in there. So the fact that it's just going to vibrate is great. And a lot of times the client's like, oh, I heard it. I could hear it. So we can't hear it, but they can.
So everybody, just to remind you, we're with at Steph Styles, and we're getting the sneak peek at this new Hot Tools curl bar set. The actual curl bar has been out for a while and has been so successful. Why do you think so many people love it?
I think that people love it. It's ergonomic. It's really good on your shoulders and your wrist. If you'll see, you know, I'm holding it, you know, very comfortably in my hand. I'm not contorting my wrist at all when I'm holding it. I think that's really cool. I think it's neat because the clients see that you're using something different, and they see that you're interested in playing with new technology and new toys to really give them beautiful hair. So it works on both sides.
That's great.
Yeah. So before I go up to the next level, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the bar. And all I do is I put it in here, and I have 2 little buttons on either side, and it pops right out. And then I can snap the new one into place. This is going to heat up in about 60 seconds. So I'll just leave it here and take out my next section. And it's just that simple.
And you do a lot of work where you don't have a lot of time. You have a lot of people to do, a lot of heads of hair.
Yes.
Have you found that this has made that job easier?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's right on my station. It's my go-to for all the styles that I need. So I'm not digging in my cabinet for this iron or that iron, and I can just get to work. And doing the hair like this, as you see, I did really more than half of her hair in what, 10 minutes while we were talking before we.
Fast.
It was so fast.
And she's got a lot of hair because of the extensions.
Yes, yes. Did I set the timer? I didn't do it on that one. That's okay. What is really great too at my station is we have limited space. So we're always looking for ways to save, you know, in our cabinetry. So when this came out, I was like, put it right there on top, and the only other thing that I need is a flat iron.
Such a small footprint.
Yes,
Absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely.
It doesn't take up all that space. And it does look so organized too.
It does.
It's very neat.
And it's one cord. I don't know about you guys out there, but you know, we're always concerned about keeping our cords tucked away. We don't want our guests to trip on them. And this is one cord. So it's really nice that...
For all these different barrels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Easy, easy.
So that heated up so fast.
Right? And you can see right there.
And how about the hold of the curl? I mean, is there something about this that makes the curls just hold longer?
So there's 2 things about this barrel. Is first of all, it's got the pulse technology in it. And what that means is that it keeps the barrel an even temperature of heat, and it makes sure that it gets hot and it stays hot. That's their kind of tagline for that. And then it's also 24 karat gold plated, and what that means is it gives us a nice crisp curl each and every time we curl. Yeah, so that's pretty cool too.
We're getting a couple questions about the price of the set.
This set is going to retail for $250, and it's available in October.
October, okay.
Yes,
Wow, we really are ahead of the curve.
Yes, we are.
So this was introduced at Cosmoprof Las Vegas in early July, where Steph was honored. She's part of the Hot Tools artistic team. She's part of the Hot Tools Hall of Fame. It's a group of hairdressers who really have distinguished themselves by their work and their social media savvy. What kind of hair are you doing a lot these days?
I'm doing a lot of balayage right now. I do a lot of fashion colors, and you know, honestly, I do a lot of gray coverage. You know, I mean, that's the practical reality of our business. So a lot of color, but we're seeing a lot of balayage still. We're in Southern California, so you know, every California girl loves those, you know, those blonde highlights, which is amazing. And because I'm a braider, I try to braid as much as I can. You'll see that, you know, 2 or 3 times a day I'm trying to, you know, throw in a braid on somebody and just trying to give them an extra little something when they walk out the door. You know, they got a great blowout, and now let's put in a cute little braid, and then they have kind of 2 hairstyles.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you often, before you're going to braid, I mean, you're going to have her whole head set up and curled. Is that something you like to do before you braid sometimes?
Absolutely, because sometimes we do like a half a braid, sometimes we do all up, sometimes, you know, we take it down afterwards. So I always like to prep the hair Sanvia said if you can give somebody 2 ways to do their hair, then you have a client for life, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes I'm teaching them how to do a braid or a quick updo to, just to do that, to give them a second way to be able to style their hair. And my clients now are so used to me wanting to take their picture that they get excited about the fact that we're going to go get the ring light, and we call it the secret place, right, Katie?
Yeah.
We have the secret place, which is just a white wall to take our photos on, and our guests love it.
That's neat.
Yeah,
that right there, that says so much about the fact that you've kind of you've involved them in the process.
Absolutely.
And now they want to do it as well. Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah, they do. I had this regular, the original curl bar, and I have clients that are in my chair actively looking on Ulta or Amazon or Sally Beauty or, where can I get this iron? Right. So as they're in my chair, they're looking to see where they can go buy this iron. So it's really exciting.
It is, because you're educating them too.
Absolutely.
You're showing them something that's going to work for them as well.
Yes.
So we just saw you switch that out again. Just a one-handed quick little motion.
So easy, and I'm a little bit nervous today, so I'm a little bit clunkier at it. But
well, you're in a different space too.
Yes.
This is like cooking in someone else's kitchen.
That's right. Yes, Cleo was very sweet. She let us use her studio today, so that we could have some privacy and not hear blow dryers in our background.
That's right, and so you all can hear. So just to remind you, if you're just jumping in, we are getting a demo of the new Hot Tools Curl Bar set with Stephanie Hodges at Steph Styles, her lovely model Lindsay, also a hairdresser who is very willing to sit and have her head curled. And some of the really cool features of this curl bar set we already talked about, but if you have any questions specifically for Steph, if you have any questions about how you can get your hands on this hot tool, and after she has set the curls and the curls have cooled, she's going to take them down, and maybe we'll have time to do a little bit of a braided style.
Yeah. Does anybody have a braid that they want me to do?
Let's see if they start coming in. Kylie would like to know if it's as easy to do on your own hair as it is to do on a client.
It is. I think that you lose, the ergonomic benefit from it because, whenever you're doing your own hair, but absolutely it's simple. You use this on your own hair, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Lindsay, she can do it on her own hair very simply. You don't have a mirror in front of you, or else
it's just like a wand.
Yeah, it is exactly like a wand. And it's almost easier because you're not, you're not contorting as, right? I mean, does that make sense?
Because of the way you're holding the hand, and because
it's easier to wind it rather than twist your hand.
Yeah.
We have 2 requests for a fishtail and a Dutch braid.
Ooh.
Or a Dutch braid.
Okay. So when you're doing it on yourself, I'm not gonna curl my hair because it's straight right now. But it's super easy to just take it, and you're just gonna wrap. I mean, I guess I am gonna curl this piece. We see how simple that is.
Yeah.
And then, I wasn't even looking in the mirror. So when you take sections by sections, it's just so easy. Mm-hmm. And I guess it is ergonomic on me too, because I was very comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the biggest problem with a wand is you're,
contorting.
Yeah,
to get in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't see what you're doing, and this is
the L
just
shape of that.
Yes, it really does help. Yeah, it really, really does help. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is we're going to let this side set a little bit, but we started over here, so let's take these out.
Do you have a favorite braid that you like to do, or you just like to play?
I just like to play. It was funny. I did a photo shoot yesterday, And my model was like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. Let's try this right here. The Khaleesi braids are so in right now.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's, I mean, it's so, you know, Game of Thrones and, you know, myself included, we're all obsessed, but
Yeah.
it's all...
Look at her manicure. We got to see her Mother of Dragons manicure.
My Mother of Dragons manicure.
Would you describe the Khaleesi? I mean, we all know it's like very long, white blonde hair, intricate braiding, but is it more about making it look sort of organic and...
I think it's organic, and I also think that it's just multiple braids.
Yeah.
So, you know, bringing a couple of braids back on each side and then incorporating them in the back somehow.
Right.
You know, that's kind of what, you know, everybody is doing right now. You know, a lot of the figure 8 braids are really in right now. A lot of macrame. You know, for all those people who, you know, grew up with their moms making macrame planners, a lot of it is, you know, you look back and you're like, that is a macrame pattern. That is just so cool.
That is cool. Well, it's, I mean, you hear so many hairdressers describe hair as fabric or fiber, or, you know, it's their medium. It's what they create with.
Right.
So these curls are gorgeous.
Yeah, look. How amazing.
So pretty.
Turn Lindsay just a little bit.
And nice, this sort of uneven, you know, unfussy pattern of the wave too.
Exactly, and that's what I was trying to create. You know, we could do a bridal set with this if we wanted to. You know, take smaller sections, use a smaller barrel, set them in the pattern that you want to do an updo on, and you'd get great results that way too. So it's not just a way to do, you know, beachy styles. You could really get as complicated as you wanted to. You look at, you know, I could do a complete glam wave with that.
You could.
Right? Look at how awesome that is.
You're right.
You know, the ridges, and that was from that twisting motion that I was doing.
Pretty too to see that variety of tones in her hair.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the curls.
Thank you. She's my unicorn for sure. She was purple a few weeks back, and thank goodness for hair extensions, we could get her super light on her ends with a black base.
All right, everybody, if you're just joining us, we have the pleasure of being with Stephanie Hodges at Steph Styles and looking at what you can do with the new Hot Tools Curl Bar set, which comes out in October. And we saw a sneak peek in July, but now we're getting to see it in action. She's just set Lindsay's whole head. She's taken out the curls. And she's going to treat us to a little braiding action.
Yeah. Look at these. Oh.
So pretty. And we have Katie behind the camera who's doing such a good job.
My assistant Katie. Can't live without her. She's my right hand.
And if you have any other questions, or we're so happy that you've joined us and that you're jumping in.
Yeah.
That is a gorgeous head of hair. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks so pretty.
Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to turn her so I can see here for just a second.
You go wherever you need to go.
So when I'm combing out curls, if I really just want them to be really stretched out, I'll use a brush. But I love just a nice wide tooth comb, and then I just kind of hold the hair so I'm not putting a lot of tension on it. And then I just kind of rake through them. That way they can still be nice and full.
And we're getting a few questions about the size of the barrel.
The size of the barrel that I used today, I used two sizes. I used the 2-inch, and then I used the 1 1/4 inch. And I just alternated them. Each row was a different size. That way we didn't have a perfect symmetry. You know, we had some dimension in the curls going on.
And Liz would like to know what you prepped the hair with.
We prepped the hair, so she shampooed this morning for me and she dried it, and then we just prepped it with a light cream and then a heat protecting spray.
What are the different sizes of the barrels?
There's 4 sizes. There's 2 inch, there's 1 1/4, there's the 1 inch, and then there's the 3/4 inch.
All in that same
All
mold
in this,
right there.
yes, all in the same.
That's great.
Yes.
And if you could see her earlier, she just could switch in and out one hand.
Oh, it was so simple. So you just put it in, click these 2 little buttons here, and then just pop in the next one. Boom. And then because I was switching kind of quickly, like this is still hot, but if I picked up the 3/4 inch, it heats up in 60 seconds. And if you change out the barrel within 30 seconds, it's really great. It stays on, it remembers the heat setting that you set it to and the timer setting that you set it to.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so if I were to undo this and I'd wait longer than 60 seconds, we'd have to turn it back on, and the on and off switch is just right here. Which is another super cool thing too, is that my hand isn't anywhere near the switches. Yeah. So there's no way I could accidentally turn it off, no way I could accidentally release it. It's just great. It's all right there.
That's neat.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
So
We're getting asked to see the set, so I'm just gonna...
yeah, zoom in. These curls. Oy.
Do the barrels stay hot in the holder?
They do stay warm in the holder. They're not plugged in, so of course they're going to cool off. But like I said, when I was switching out at each row, the irons were still warm enough. So instead of taking that full 60 seconds to heat up, it was just maybe a couple of seconds to get back up to its full temperature. But this part right here is not plugged in. So it's just the holder. It also comes with a cute little like reservoir here that when this is unplugged, you can just set it right here in front. I don't have the space for that at my station.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little clip thing, so what you
Like
can
a little
do,
holder?
yeah, so if we take this out, then this fits right here in the little,
Oh, that's great.
yeah, there's a picture of it right there on the box.
Yeah, it really is so compact and sort of turnkey.
Right, it's all you need.
Yeah.
It's really all you need. So let's fix this one little piece here.
And the ongoing question is that it's sold all together,
Yes,
not in separate pieces.
that is correct.
Yeah, it's a full set. So it used to be just, they introduced the curl bar first.
In 2 sizes, the 1 and the 1 1/4 inch.
And a huge success.
Huge.
And now building on that and realizing hairdressers want to have the different size barrels, but also need to be able to work fast, efficiently. They put together a whole little
Little set.
A whole
Yeah.
set for you.
And you know what's funny is because we were kind of doing beachy waves today on Lindsay, which they're a little bit more curled than beachy waves, but give it an hour, you know, and she's going to go run her errands, and this is going to settle in really nicely for her. But what my favorite barrel is the 3/4. And I'm touching this, it's not hot, so I would say be very careful when it is hot because it's very hot. But this is my favorite size because we do photo shoots, we do editorial work, and we really love this small barrel. And it's so hard to find. You know, you have to go buy it special, you know, it's in the trunk of your car or wherever. Now it's boom, it's right there.
That's great. And you like that because it gives that very precise small curl?
Yes, the very small curl. You can really make big styles out of it. And yeah, this one is my favorite.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. All right, who wants to see a braid? You want to take one last look at Lindsay here? These curls are gonna, you know, they will relax a little bit, but her hair will stay this curly until she shampoos it.
Right, and so much better to go down than not be able to have the curl at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for my girls that always say, oh, my hair doesn't hold a curl, how often do we hear that? All the time, right? So, you know, you just prep the hair properly and then with this and no problems.
That's great.
Yeah. All right.
Great.
You want to do a braid? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Linz. I'll have
Are
you.
you still good, Kate?
Yeah, it's totally up to you.
No, we're good.
Here we go. Hold this. Oops. All right. So you guys wanted a fishtail and a Dutch?
And or you're getting a lot of Game of Thrones braids now.
Oh. All right. Let's see what we could do here.
I will be your Khaleesi.
Can we turn out this way maybe? So I can get behind your shoulder.
Yeah. So Katie films all of my braid videos for me. So
She knows what she's
she
doing.
totally knows what she's doing right now.
Do you want me to hold your set? Do you want me to be on the other side holding your...
She has my elastic,
Oh, she's
so
got-
I think
okay.
we're good. So we'll just do a little fishtail here.
And her hair looks so silky. Is there enough grip in it for you with braiding? Or can you just, are you so good that you don't even need that kind of gritty feel to
You know, it really depends on the hair. Honestly, sometimes it is a little silky, like a child's hair. It can be a little bit silky, but Lindsay's pretty good. Like I said, she used to be purple. We got some grit in her hair. Another thing that's kind of fun about doing Lindsay is that I have to be creative because I have to be able to hide her extensions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's a really good... Talk a little bit more about that. I mean, is that, like you said, we're in Southern California, so many beachy waves and blondes, and longer is better. Longer is
Yes,
better.
it's, exactly. Yeah, so, you know, my girls that have extensions, I really love the I-tip extensions. I feel like they are easy to blend, they're easy to conceal. They don't have the gumminess that tape extensions can have. And then I also have the flexibility, so when I want to do some braiding, I don't have those big tabs of tape kind of getting in my way. And they're not for everybody, but we sure like them. All right, so let's tie this one off. And we will, woo, not juggle. Okay, we'll put that right there for now.
Everybody, if you're just jumping in,
I
feel
just
like
joining us.
You're just joining us. We are with @Steph Styles in her salon. Well, we're in her salon space. And do you want to say where we are?
Yeah, I am fortunate enough that I get to work in the most amazing salon. I work for Cleo Hair Salon. We're in Oak Park, California. And this is the most incredible space. Cleo is a woman-owned business. She's been a salon owner for over 40 years, and she gives us so many opportunities to grow and to thrive and to be successful women in business. And yeah, this is just the most incredible place to work. I love it. We have 55 chairs total in 3 rooms, and I'll take you on a tour after so you can see it. So yeah, it's a big place. We have a great program for associates to grow and to start their careers here, and our turnover is very, very low. I've been here for 6 years, but we have people that have been here for like 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah, they
really?
started when they were 14 and are still here.
Oh, how nice to hear.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So we have had a demo of the new curl bar set from Hot Tools. Stephanie has curled Lindsay's hair, and now we're getting to do a little braiding.
I think we're going to leave some of this down so that we can utilize the curl.
And the second you did a kind of a twist. First you did, was it a fishtail?
I did a fishtail braid to start, and then I just did a rope twist
Oh, okay.
to kind of give us a different, you know,
Different texture.
Different texture,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And now I'm doing a Dutch on this side. Sorry, lens.
Because the request was for a Khaleesi look.
And I think, you know, well, don't think, I know. Khaleesi, she had lots of braids, but she also had a lot of hair down the center. So we are going to do that today. And this would be considered a Dutch lace braid because I'm only gathering hair from the top. Her little ends are poking.
What got you into braiding, or what do you like about braiding?
So the reason I got onto social media in a serious way close to 2 years ago, and I'm friends with so many talented artists that I thought to myself, how am I going to stand out and be different from them? Yeah, we can all color, we can all, you know, make these beautiful colors, but how am I going to stand out and be different from all those? So I was just kind of engaging like you do on social media, and on the Explorer page, this page came up and it was braids, and the girl who had done it was like, she had said something about, this is 200 and something days of my 365 days of braids. I was like, what? That's so cool. And so I looked at her page more. I didn't know who it was at the time, but it turned out to be Sarah Patempo, which she made the beach waver, right? I didn't know who she was, but I saw she did this cool 365 days of braids. And so I thought, oh, I'm gonna do that. So it was in the middle of October. I started day one, and I did a different braid every single day for 365 days. And it was great because it taught me how to braid, and it got me in the habit of taking photos and trying to be doing things that were different. And yeah, now that's kind of like what people know me as is a braider and a styler. So I love my color. I'll never give up my color, but you know, I like to finish it with something cute too. All right, let's do something quick down here. So this is the F8 or the infinity braid. And so you're just going to take a little piece, and you're going to wrap it over and then under, and then over again and then under. And then you just want to make sure that you don't have a line there. So you want to just kind of relax it. Just kind of. And then when you start to run out of space, you can just take another sliver to continue it.
Did you call it besides an infinity braid?
I've heard them called F8. Infinity F8. There's a way that you can kind of like do a Dutch style. And I'm not exactly sure what the terminology for that would be.
I love this braid.
I know.
This looks like it would last forever.
Oh yeah. And then when you pull this out, it just is it has the memory from us curling the hair. Yeah, it's really pretty.
We're not close. I mean, we're in Southern California, but we're on the other side of the desert of Palm Springs and Coachella. But did you have people coming in, getting ready for Coachella?
I did. I had a lot of people coming in, and I think it's funny because they came in for their braids, and you know, you braid them up and you think to yourself, this is not going to last for 4 days, but have fun with it.
Yeah. They didn't wash their hair.
I think that's what they did. But yeah, they come in for braids, and what's really fun about Coachella is that it's not just braids, it's like putting chains in the hair and wrapping it with wire and really blinging the braids out. It's pretty fun. All right, I'm just going to go down a little bit farther and then we'll tie this off.
We are so lucky to have had this time to get this sneak peek. The curls are still
Look at them.
Gorgeous.
Look at them.
No, I shouldn't say still. It's only been
it's only been a couple minutes.
But we got to see the new Hot Tools curl bar set in action, and we're doing, as requested, some Khaleesi braids.
Okay, so now let's. Just hand me stuff. So now I've just made some, random pieces, and now you're just gonna pin how you'd like. Maybe we'll have this come over like this. And then we can have this come under that. Can you give me a regular pen?
Okay.
Yeah, no, perfect. And then we'll bring these together like this. Need a regular pen.
That's so pretty. With that as this focal point.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I have another one.
Regular.
Regular. Thank you.
So nice.
Right? And then what I can do is, take our ends so you don't see the ponies. And you can just kind of flip them. These nails are good for some things and not for others.
You're so gentle though. You're not pulling.
Yeah,
Right, Lindsay?
I haven't hurt you. So there you go. Here's my little Khaleesi style with her beautiful curls.
That's so great. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, and thank you for allowing me to share the new Hot Tools curl bar set with you. It's been fun.
We'll see you again.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.